Hi everyone, this is Radhika here again. I hope you all are doing well. So this video is going to be about how will a narcissistic person react to you after you are empowered and after you have kind of figured out everything for yourself and you are not falling into the trap of fighting with them or getting into the power struggle with them again. So obviously, like, having you empowered is not something that the narcissistic person desires. Because if you were like a scapegoat to them, then they want to keep you in the position of a scapegoat. um, so yeah, it's not something desirable for the narcissistic person. So they will try everything in their power to kind of bring you back to that scapegoat role, in which they want you. So so what they will do is, maybe like once you have cut off contact with them, or once you have stopped like participating in their issues, they will start telling all the other people involved in the situation bad things about you. So they will gossip about you, they will start a smear campaign against you, and kind of try to get everyone on their side. So let that happen, because you know that it's kind of like a no-win situation when there is a narcissistic person involved and you are the scapegoat. It's kind of I know a lot of people find this very difficult to, it's kind of like accepting defeat, but sometimes you have to, lose a battle to win the war. And I think like smart people keep that kind of an attitude. Like, you don't have to win every small debate that you get into. So if you see the bigger picture, if your peace of mind and your organic and healthy and positive living is the main goal for you, then it's better not to get involved in fights with the narcissistic person. And it takes some time to see that, because you feel like you can win, but there will come a point when you realize that there is no winning in this situation. The only winning that you can have in this situation is moving away from it. So yeah, so basically, once you have come to that realization, let the narcissistic person gossip about you or spread lies about you, or back bitch about you. That's all okay. You just stay away from it. Try to stay away from it. I know it's difficult, because sometimes you can't really push the narcissistic person all the way out of your life. You have to kind of live with them every now and then. But your suffering can be greatly reduced if you just kind of keep your focus on yourself and on self growth, instead of what other people around you think, especially in this narcissistic situation. So yeah, so seeing you this way, where you really don't care, is going to surprise the narcissistic person. So at first they will think you are just acting like you don't care. So they are going to try everything they can to push your buttons to the maximum degree. But once the realization strikes them that, oh, this person really does not care now, they might try a different tactic, which is called as hoovering in this online narcissistic knowledge world. So yeah, so basically what they will do is they'll kind of try to apologize for their past behaviors, and they will make this a very public apology, so that everyone who was involved in this narcissistic situation sees that the narcissistic person is now apologizing to you. And what they want to do is they want to kind of hook you back in to the game, so that the cycle starts again. So again, in this situation, just say, yeah, it's fine, don't worry about it or whatever, but don't get hooked back in. So just accept their apology at face value, and then you still keep the same behavior that you were keeping before you accepted the apology. Now, after all of this, the narcissistic person will basically, after a while, kind of give up on you, but then you might meet them again, and then again they will try some of the usual tactics on you. Now this time, don't react, do your own thing, be busy in things you do. And I'm saying all this because I am in this situation. You have to live with the narcissistic person every now and then for extended periods of time. So, in that, of course, there are going to be things where you see through what they are doing. You see that, oh, they are trying to, start a fight here, or they are trying to influence somebody's brain in this way, in this particular circumstance. So, you will see all these things. But I would say, even then, if it is something really important, then when everyone is in the room, you go there and you talk to the person and say that whatever this thing is happening, I don't like it, and please don't do it again. So say it in a very polite way, but say it so you can stand your ground. And hopefully the narcissistic person won't do it again. But if they do it, then you have to keep on telling them again and again not to do it. But this time you have to like stand your ground and keep on telling them the same thing again and again. And if it is something that really pushes your boundary, then of course you will have to take more stricter measures against it. But other than that, in the small things here and there, I would say don't participate. So then the narcissistic person, all they have is stories of you not participating, and those are going to get boring to the narcissist as well as the flying monkeys. So all the time they are just going to tell stories of how you are uninvolved in the situation, to the flying monkeys. And the flying monkeys at some point are going to tell the narcissistic person that just let it go, they are not interested in whatever you are doing. So um so basically, when you don't give them anything to gossip about, they are going to kind of get bored and probably move on to other people who are giving them attention. So basically that's how the narcissistic person will react once, or at least the person in my life reacted when I kind of got empowered and started moving away from all the things that they did. So so that's what happens basically. So I mean, in summation, it's kind of like when you can think of it like this: when something is uh, rotten, right? When something is rotting, the flies are always going to come around it. And but if you keep everything clean, uh, the flies are not going to be interested in that clean place because there's nothing interesting for them there. So what I mean in this case is that when you get involved into something rotten like a fight or argument with the narcissistic person, you are invoking all those rotten emotions inside of you, all the hurt inside of you, um, to kind of come forth and go into that argument with that person. But when you work on yourself and when you purge all of those emotions, all of the hurt that you have felt in your time consciously without the narcissistic person there, when you work on yourself so that you have raised your vibration to a higher degree, now when you look for hurt inside you, you really have to go and find it. You when you sit without anything to do, these negative thoughts don't keep on coming in your brain. That's the point when you have reached a good degree of purging, that you have purged all these bad things that happened to you. And so now, even in your spare time, your subconscious is not pushing them up for you to process, right? So, when you have reached that state of cleanliness inside, all your emotions are clean now. They are of a good high organic vibration. They are maybe of peace or love or entertainment, enjoyment, comedy, whatever, humor, whatever is coming to you. uh, it's not of a lower vibration. That's when you have become clean, and that's when a narcissistic person is not really going to get much from you. They really get a lot from people who have been hurt before. And all of us have been hurt in different ways, but empaths especially, they feel hurt very, very deeply, because all their emotions run very deep. So that is why a narcissistic person really gets attracted towards empathetic people, because they know, they see it in them that this is from where I'm going to get a lot of reactions, because this person is going to observe every little detail of what I'm doing and how it is affecting everything around me. So yeah, so once you as an empath are clean from the inside, you have cleaned your emotional body, and you have raised your vibration, you will pretty much be unreachable for the narcissistic person, because all the rotten feelings that they want to invoke are not there inside you. So they are going to go find someone else. So yeah, so that's what I have observed in my life, and I hope this helps you in some way. And as always, I wish you all a lot of love and a lot of light. Thank you. Bye.